So this is the cylinder for the thumb on the John Deere 35C mini excavator. You can see I bent the rod and it broke into 3 pieces. So I wasn't sure if the relief valve failed or what happened, but I got the cylinder apart and I got the piston out, and it looks like the piston backed off the rod. You see how far? This should be shouldered off against here. So, and this is loose. This shouldn't be like this. Should be up there against that tight. So I wonder if that's part of my problem. So my plan is, I got a new chrome rod. I'm gonna attempt to make a new rod for this. So all I gotta do is turn down spot for the piston, thread it, and then cut it to length and weld the rod eye back onto it. So a replacement rod was 300 bucks. I think paid like 80 bucks for this rod. So this will be good practice for me on the lathe and hopefully save me a few bucks. So I'm gonna unscrew that bit out of there, take a couple measurements, find out what the thread is and what I gotta turn down the end to and the length, and then go from there. Threading the end of the piston, or the rod for the piston. Back this out 1 turn. Now I can reverse the carriage. And then I'm going in 10/1000ths. Checked it with my pitch gauge. Everything looks good. So I got the end all threaded up, piston, threads on, no wiggle. There's a set screw in it too. That must have not been tight, because when I took it apart, this was back like this, and probably what helped to destroy it. Maybe the got jammed up in there somehow and wouldn't let the cylinder slide back in. So all I gotta do is cut it to length, weld the eye back on the end, and we'll be back in business, it looks like. I'm just going to run the old packing on it just to be sure everything's going to work out all right. So then if it doesn't leak, I'll leave it alone. If it starts leaking, I'll repack it. Back on, working again.